Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at a young lady from GABOR. Her name is FLIRT. This is what she looks like, and I have her in the color sugared silver. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Coco and this is Coco's Hair Solutions. Today we're looking at a young lady from GABOR's Luminous Color Collection. Her name is FLIRT. This is what she looks like in the catalog, and I have her in the color Sugared Silver. And that color happens to be GL5660. And here she is. She's a short little pixie, very, very similar to Sheila of Godiva's Secret Wigs, but she has a little bit more length and a little bit of curl, extra curl. Here she is in the color Sugared Silver. You can see she's got a little bit of extra wave to her all the way around the back, a really nice fringe along the neckline, and then of course all the way encompassing the whole wig and even to the top. She is a really nice basic wig, and she is a little workhorse. Now the luminous colors means that there are a little bit more variety or variable in the whole pattern of the hair color. Now I don't think we're going to notice that with this sugared silver color, but in what you would probably see with the rest of the colors that she's available in is a little bit more highlight around the wig, a little lighter around the face, and then on the ends and the tips, it's going to be a little bit more of a highlight. You'll see more dimension in the colors. Luminous colors is what that's called. Now, let's take a look at her Sugared Silver. It's a blend of gray, white, and black. It's not pure white. It's not a silver or gray color, but it's a softer silvery white. And it's got a little bit more dimension. And that may be what we're seeing here, is a little bit of the darkness that shines in from the root area. Okay, real pretty color. Very, very pretty. Now let's take a look at her cap construction. This is their Comfort cap. It's got open wefts all across the top. We have a little bit of a closed crown, as well as a velveteen band going across the front. We have open ear tabs with metal stays. We have an extended open nape with metal stays in there on the right and left, and Velcro adjusters on the right and left. Lots and lots of rows of hair curtains. You're not going to see any wefts if the wind blows with this. Plus, her curl is tight enough that it's not going to separate. So that is a really nice feature on this little girl here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put her on. Before I do, what I have on today happens to be Textured Pixie Cut by Hairdo. I've done a review on her, and I'll put that tag right up there, and you can take a look at her whenever you like. Okay, so for now, let's try on FLIRT. Okay. Got my ear tabs even, and I've got that up at my hairline. Now, being that she's just a basic cap construction, no lace front, we're going to want to make sure that these bangs kind of cover the edge of that cap so that it doesn't look real obvious that it's a wig. But we've got enough of that bang there to be able to cover that, as well as right along the hairline here. So you want to make sure that you pull out from underneath. Like all these little pixie hairs, what we have is when we wear a pixie, we've got these little short hairs here that want to sometimes get tucked up underneath the cap. We just have to get our fingers in there and pull them out so that it lays nice and flat against your hair, your skin, and kind of hides that hairline. So here she is, FLIRT, in the color Sugared Silver. So how do you like her? Isn't she cute? This cap fits wonderful. Of course, I know I like that cap construction ahead of time, and I'm never disappointed in how it feels. What a beautiful pixie this is. Oh my gosh, certainly a shake and go, something you can just put on very, very easily. Now, she does give you a rounded silhouette at the top, like she's standing up. I did cover my ears, but we could easily expose my ears, you know, tuck it behind my ear a little bit, so it gives me a little bit different look, streamlines that side profile. We could pat this down a little bit and flatten that height. You could probably even take it and comb it with a part in it just slightly to give you a little more of a casual, flatter style. She's really cute, isn't she? Oh my goodness. That cap never disappoints me. It just is so comfortable. Those open caps, open wefts on the top, the materials that they make those caps in is just wonderful. So, but this is FLIRT. Let's read about her, okay? She is 2.5 inches in the front. The crown is 3 inches. The sides are 2.5. That's why I've got such good coverage. 2.5 inches is what I need. Okay, 2.5 inches for the sides. The back is 2 inches. The nape is 2 inches. So that's really good. If you have a larger bone structure, you're going to have good coverage with this. And of course, let's take a look at the coverage on my sideburn area. Okay, let's see. So this matches really pretty good with this color of wig, but you can see I get really pretty good coverage here. And I am trying to make sure that these hairs stay pointing forward to cover this sideburn area. But that works really well. I can lift this up just a tad, making sure that the hair fibers are covering that little bit of edge. I can open up my face like that. I can bring my bangs straight down if I want. But she's just got a 2-inch bang. Isn't that cute? So, you know, really, you could just leave her the way she is, and she is going to look great for you. Let's take a look at some other stats here. The cap is called a personal fit cap. And honestly, I think that is a great description. It just fits really nicely. This young lady comes in an average and a petite size. So she's very popular and she's budget friendly. She comes in 23 non-rooted colors, and they don't root them because they are part of the luminous color collection, which has more dimension. So you're going to get quite a bit of dimension on whatever color you choose. But isn't that darling? Just the perfect with a little bit of extra coverage. If you're looking for a pixie that has just a little bit of extra curl, maybe a tiny bit of extra length, this might be the right wig for you. And you can see she has lots of natural curl. Let's see if I can create a little bit of movement by raking her with my fingers. I think I did. Can you see that? Going all the way around. Very cute. Just a nice, simple pixie with some extra curl. Really cute. Okay, now with this young lady, you could go ahead and wear a headband. You can wear all kinds of things. I can see wearing a very simple headband can really make a difference. Add a little bit of extra bling. Even though it's gold and silver, we kind of tend to not want to mix our metals. But this looks really cute in there, doesn't it? And let's try one of my wire headbands, okay? Let's do something like that. We'll put that underneath so we don't see it. Run that down here. Twist that in the back. You can fold that under or make it into a bow. But here is a cute little hairstyle using one of those headbands. Isn't that cute? Let's try a little bit of water and see what happens with her that way. Okay. Well, we've got certainly lots of definition, and I'm making her stand up a little bit more. Does that make her look any dressier? Well, that looks like it might work. If you really want to do something kind of punky and fun, oh, that's really cute. Yeah, and you could spike out these sideburns a little bit more. Oh gosh, how cute. Let's pull that out behind my ears. I would probably want to make sure that maybe my hearing aids would be hidden. So I might want to wear the hair kind of pulled out and laying across my ears. Can you see my hearing aids? So this would be a good one to cover your hearing aids if you're worried about that and love wearing a short hairstyle. So this gives you enough length that you can drape it over that part of your hairline. And and that's something to think about down the road when you're looking at other wigs. You might need about 2.5 inches, if not a little bit more on the sides, just to make sure that you get that coverage that you need. Okay? All right, let's take this young lady and see what this beautiful color looks like in outdoor lighting. Okay? Let's go. Okay, let's step outside. Oh, look at this beautiful color. Up against my house color. You can see the dimension. It's kind of introducing itself here with the addition of a little bit of water. You can see that a little bit better. Okay. And let's see, I'm going to pull this behind my ear. And can you still not see my hearing aid? Let's take a look. I think that might take care of that. It feels like it covers it. Anyway, let's step out into some sunlight. Look at that color. It's not a stark white. It is a silvery white. Very nice. Almost like Godiva's moonlight color or silver mist of some hairdo and Raquel Welch. But it has that beautiful dimension, isn't that pretty? Yeah. Very, very nice. Let's get in some other color or lighting. There. Oh, getting into the shadows a little bit. Let's see there. Okay. Very pretty, isn't it? Yes, just very nice. And with this hairstyle, you can't go wrong. It's such a universal hairstyle. Alrighty, let's go back in. Well, you know what? This is such a great universal style. If you like wearing pixies and you want something just a little bit different, you might consider FLIRT. This is a really nice little wig. It gives you a little bit more hair to length to be able to style it. And don't forget, she comes in 23 different colors. And so you've got lots to choose from. All right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed seeing this beautiful pixie. You guys take care. Have a good week. And I will see you next time in Coco's Hair Solutions. Bye-bye.